friends, I love Levi's. I look for them anytime I am out shopping resale or thrifting. About a year ago, I thrifted a pair of Levi's 511's that were acid washed, and I've had a lot of fun wearing them. I have been curious though to see what would happen if I bleached them. In this video, I'm gonna give that a try. Welcome to the Dress Up Mom.
If you're already a subscriber, thank you and I love you. If you haven't subscribed, please do and tap the bell for notifications.
I am a lifelong lover of Levi's. I have had a pair of 501's in my wardrobe since high school, and I think I always will. While I do like wearing other brands like Judy Rosen, I think Levi's will always be my first true love. I look for vintage ones anytime I am out thrifting, and I've even been fortunate enough to have friends give me old pairs of their dad's Levi's. I treasure those. I have also had a lot of luck bleaching Levi's in the past. It's a way for me to change up the look of them a little bit if I've been wearing them for a while, and it gives them a whole new life. I don't do that to the true vintage ones since they've been faded the best way, with time and wear. I thrifted these 511's about a year ago for $20. Now they're not vintage, I think they're fairly new, but I kind of liked the acid washed look of them, and I've had a lot of fun wearing them over the year. I have never tried bleaching acid washed jeans that, have already been bleached, so I've been curious to see what would happen. Like, would they all turn one color? Would the splotchiness still stay? Would they even lighten up at all? I wasn't feeling well one day and had kind of a lot of time to kill, so I thought I'd give it a try. Here is my process for bleaching Levi's. I first wash them. That way any stains on them are gone, and I do think that the bleach tastes a little bit better if the garment is already wet. I like to bleach in the tub where I can lay the jeans flat so that the bleach sort of gets in there evenly. I use a lot of bleach. I first fill up the tub pretty high with warm water and then put in the bleach. I used almost all of this jug. I mix it up wearing gloves and then lay the jeans in flat, making sure they are completely submerged. I then check them and turn them over every hour. These in for 4 hours. Now, I think they might have lightened up a little bit. They're still splotchy, didn't turn into one color, but I thought it was time to take them out. I then wash them again. Now, a little tip is for taking them from my tub to the washer, I just throw them in a big plastic bag and get rid of that bag, but that way it saves my rug and my flooring. I let them air dry. Well, here they are. It's not quite the dramatic transformation I think I was hoping for. They might have lightened up a tiny bit, especially some of the darker splotches, but it didn't hurt them at all. And at least now I know what happens when I try to bleach acid washed Levi's. Not a whole heck of a lot. Hi again. Well, over the last 2 weeks, it has really been bugging me that nothing much happened after bleaching these jeans for 4 hours. It just didn't make sense to me, particularly because I have had a lot of luck having Levi's lighten up when I've bleached them. I kept thinking back on what I might have done wrong. In the past when I've done this, my bathroom has really smelled like bleach, and this time it didn't. Now, I had chalked that up to having a bad cold and maybe not being able to smell, but the more I thought about it, I was wondering if I potentially filled the bathtub up with too much water and maybe diluted the bleach too much. Since I don't want to give you bad information, I decided to try the whole thing again. Now, I didn't film this because I was multitasking and I really didn't think anything much was going to happen. This time I used far less water, just enough to cover the jeans, and I used about half of this entire jug of bleach. I left them in for 3 hours, turning them around every hour, and I washed them afterward. This time the bathroom smelled a lot like bleach, and so did the jeans. They definitely lightened up this time. Now they are still splotchy and not all one color, but they're a lot closer to that and definitely way lighter all around. I was excited. I like these, and they are just different enough to where they now feel kind of new to me. So I learned the hard way not to put too much water, not to dilute the bleach too much. So use as little water as you can to cover the garment and as much bleach as you can stand. Have you ever tried this, and did you get different results? I would love to know that in the comments below. Are you also a lover of Levi's? If so, what is your favorite style? These 511's are kind of fun. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Until next time, have fun and dress it up a little.